favorites include Mishka Tunak and Dmitriev of the Soviet Union, Brasseur and Eisler from Canada, and Kuchiki and Sand of the United States. For some of them, the road to Albertville continues today by the bay in Oakland, California with Skate America. Countdown to Albertville continues today from the west coast of the United States, the beautiful Bay Area of Northern California. We're at the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum, where some of the best skaters in the world are preparing for Skate America 91. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Vern Lundquist, and welcome to Oakland. What is Skate America? Well, it's the only international invitational competition held annually in the United States. That alone makes it important. There's an added significance this fall because many of these skaters will test themselves for the first time as they prepare for the Olympic experience. Many of these skaters will unveil their new programs not only for us, but more importantly for the judges. In the aftermath of what happens here, they will refine them before they compete in their various national events to determine spots on the Olympic teams for '92. The games begin in France 105 days from today. This afternoon, we'll concentrate on ladies singles and the pairs competition. I'm pleased to serve as your host from now throughout the Olympic Games for figure skating. And I'm joined by two people who have an intimate knowledge of the Olympic experience and just how important this particular time of the year is. Tracy Wilson, who with her partner Rob McCall, won a bronze medal in ice dancing for Canada in 1988. And Scott Hamilton, four-time world champion and men's gold medalist for 1984 for the United States in Sarajevo. Tracy, Scott?
Thanks, Vern. This is an exciting time of year because this is what the skaters refer to as the start of the Olympic year. And Scott, it was my favorite time of year because after 4 years of training, the Olympics were finally in sight.
Well, it wasn't my favorite time of year. This is a very stressful year for these skaters. The international competitive season is always important, but in an Olympic year, it takes on an extra importance because this is the last time a lot of these judges are going to be able to see these competitors before they compete in Olympic Games. So a great win here, a good performance will put them maybe a leg up on the competition, maybe a little higher up on the podium in Albertville.
Well, today we'll take our first look at a very interesting rivalry. Christy Yamaguchi from the United States, the reigning world champion, goes head-to-head with Tonya Harding, the U.S. national champion.
Well, Christy Yamaguchi is the world champion, but Tonya Harding is the national champion. I know Tonya wants to be one place higher on the world podium next year, and a win here against Christy Yamaguchi could put her, in the judges' eyes, maybe the favorite for an Olympic gold medal in Albertville.
Well, the focus will be on those two, but we cannot forget about Surya Bonali of France and Josie Chouinard of Canada. Surya was 5th at the World Championships last year. She's a strong jumper and thrives on competition. Josie Chouinard of Canada was 6th at the World Championships, and Scott, she's just charming.
She can really light up the crowd. But again, this is very important for these competitors, too, because the American women dominate ladies single skating right now, and a win over either Christy or Tonya for one of these girls might put them in the judges' eyes on the podium in Albertville. So this is very important for these two. Today also we're going to get a look at the pair skating competition, and here's an event that's been dominated by the Soviet Union since, well, as long as I can remember. The Canadians are starting to make some noise now, but here at this competition, the Americans are definitely dominating.
Well, that's right, Scott. 1 and 2 in the world aren't here, but the world bronze medalists and the U.S. national champions, Natasha Kuchiki and Todd Sand, are here, and also their chief rivals from the United States, Kala Urbanski and Rocky Marvel, and they're as feisty as ever. But the only thing we're sure about in the pairs event is anything can happen. Vern?
Okay, Tracy, the pairs competition a little later in the program. The ladies' story is coming up next.